Sure.
All right, Justin, what games have you been playing this week?
Well...
And don't mention one of your crazy little Japanese RPG. Look at me, I have a spell power.
I did play Tales of Vesperia.
Oh, fuck.
What were you expecting?
Something good.
Tidal Wave. No, and the other would be, I played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The new character Piranha Plant came out this week, and I've been happily playing as a little plant in a pot.
Okay. I haven't played a Smash Bros. Game since Melee. At least not seriously.
He's a fun character to play as, though. I've enjoyed it.
Fair enough.
Because when you think of a fighting game, nothing is a better fighter than a potted plant.
Exactly. Actually, it's like the first, just a standard enemy being a character on the roster.
Unfortunately, it's not Mitch, but we'll continue.
Nah.
Are you referencing a wrestler?
No, I'm referencing a wrestling thing.
Ah.
There was this angle with Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho. And Ambrose got pissed off at Jericho because he broke a potted plant. He's like, "That's my best friend, Mitch." It was great.
The jerkwad.
Okay.
How will Mitch survive without his pot?
It was so good. Anyway.
Alrighty.
Have you played anything else this week, Justin?
No. Tragically, I have not.
Okay. David?
No, in my case, it's sadly been fairly sparse. At the very most, I managed, by Justin's discussing about the game and whatnot, I picked up the Tales of Vesperia definitive version for the Xbox, or for PlayStation 4, there it is, and managed to play an hour or so into it and be like, yay, the memories of me first playing this on the Xbox 360, and sadly not getting much further.
Well, it's progress.
Yeah, at the very least.
1 hour into a long JRPG.
Aside from that, it's mostly been a case of me jumping onto my phone and playing through Fire Emblem Heroes in little bouts.
I mean, technically, I have been playing that just on and on. I don't really, off and on, I don't talk about it much because it's just a mobile game.
Yeah, true, there's honestly not a lot, but it's just kind of a case of I only have a couple minutes to do a thing, and it's like, oh, here it is, and do the thing.
It's not a terrible mobile game.
Meh.
I don't think I've ever played it.
Yeah, no, it's probably not anything that you'd be interested in.
I like the original Fire Emblem that was on Game Boy Advance. I played that.
With the first one that came out, or
yeah.
The first one would be the one with, Lynn Ellwood, Hector.
No, with most of the things, that was...
Oh, Hector was my boy.
He is my boy, too.
That definitely makes sense. He is very populous.
Yes.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I've had a case of actually getting out and checking out video game stores and being like, oh right, these games were released, being the Resident Evil 2 that you mentioned last week, as well as the Kingdom Hearts 3, where I'm honestly surprised that the internet didn't explode in the way that I thought it would with it being released, but yeah, the internet kind of exploded with it. Oh my god, this game released!
I'm avoiding spoilers quite well, I think.
Everybody spoil Kingdom Hearts 3 in the comments.
I don't read the comments.
Yeah, I know. I started the first Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah,
that's a start.
I got maybe an hour in and I was like, I'll get back to this when I have more time. And I've just never had more time.
It takes a while to go through a Kingdom Hearts. You just kind of have to get past a certain threshold. Basically with it.
I was on the island thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Really early in the game.
Starts. Version-wise, which one was it? Starting with PlayStation 2 or one of the more higher-end
It was like the PS4 re-release or whatever.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
They did that, you get 1 and 2 and, some other game in a...
One other game that they couldn't remake, they just took a lot of the cutscenes, up-res them, and placed the characters in them.
I'm not going to say the name of that one.
I don't really care.
Oh, okay, the one that's super complicated to say.
Yeah,
anyway.
Sure.
So, I only played one new game this week, and that was Tom Clancy's The Division.
Supposed yay,
Alright,
or...
what's your opinion?
So, I wouldn't have bought this game at full price.
I wouldn't either.
But I got it as part of Humble Bundle Monthly, so I was like, well, I'll give it a try. And then Humble Bundle, right when that game came out in their monthly thing, they were like, hey, you can get the DLC for 91% off. So I bought all the DLC for like $5.
Okay.
I wouldn't even do that.
I kind of question kind of a case of they give you this one game, it's like, oh hey, you can get all the DLC for all this percentage off. That kind of raises a warning flag, like...
Well, there's a sequel coming out in like a month.
Yeah, that kind
so
of makes sense.
why not try to get some, people
Hey,
playing
look,
the
there's
game.
this game, but we have this fancy shiny game coming out soon.
Yeah, like companies do that all the time when they have a sequel. They're like, hey, get this first game super cheap, and then hopefully you'll buy the sequel. Anyway.
Marketing.
So, I started playing it, and first off, the game looks really good.
For
Doesn't?
the game that it was specifically released in graphics and whatnot.
It's like 2015.
Okay.
So it's not old or anything. Like, it looks really nice.
Old, but
It has like because you have to design your character and everything, and it's kind of like this weird mix of like single player, but it's also like MMO.
okay.
So like there's a single player campaign, but as you're running through the city, you'll see other people like running around doing shit, and you can team up and go on missions together. Which I haven't done yet because I'm still super early in the game. So basically, the basic story is on Black Friday 2015, some terrorist organization got a bunch of like American like paper money, like physical money, and put some kind of like virus on it, and it got distributed out, and a whole bunch of people got sick and died. And you're in New York, and New York's kind of a shithole, and you work for the American government, and you're part of what they call the Division. I don't remember the full name, but they just call it the Division. And you have to go on these different missions, and it's like, the first mission you go on, it's like, okay, you have to go save these hostages, save these supplies, and, like, kill this person or something.
No.
It's all pretty basic, and it's like, it's a pretty standard third-person shooter, but it's pretty fun because it does have some, like, RPG elements, where you're like, hey, you get to level up, and then when you level up so many times, like, when you get to level 2, it's like, oh, hey, you get an extra skill, so you can pick from these 3 skills, and, like, one of them is, like, you can get, like, sticky bombs, or, I forget what the other 2 are, because I took the sticky bombs. But it's quite fun. My major complaint is maybe I'm just terrible at the game. And I will admit that is possible. But the enemies are such fucking bullet sponges. Like, I have, like, a submachine gun. And I'm shooting a fucker.
Yeah.
And it takes a full clip before it goes down.
That's probably one of the caveats with it being a bit more RPG-oriented. The specific power of your weapons or your character isn't enough to show the emphasis of the weapons that you have.
Yeah, but these enemies are supposed to be like level 1 enemies. It should not take 30 bullets to put down a level 1 enemy, even if I have a crap gun.
True. Well, in certain cases. My only case of kind of relating to that is from a different, more RPG-oriented game being Borderlands.
Yeah, okay. I would actually compare it to Borderlands. It's very much like Borderlands, but more realistic. Yeah, it's basically a more realistic, more like photorealistic version of Borderlands.
I'd probably prefer playing Borderlands over it, probably.
Yeah,
personally.
It's definitely a game I would not get you.
No.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be like, yeah,
Fair.
no, not for me.
Yeah, I can tell. I mean, when it came out, I thought, I don't care.
Ditto. If it came to it, I had the chance to play it either at your place or super cheaply in that sort of case, I'd be like, okay. But still, aesthetic-wise, it's just kind of a case of, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
so,
a thing.
like, Humble Bundle Monthly, it's, like, $12 American a month, and you get, like, a bunch of different games. And I got that, and I got, like, Yakuza 0, and, like, 4 or 5 other games. So I was like, well, this game cost me about $2. So I can't really complain.
Okay.
But yeah, it's fun, but it's also, like... Oh, and then, like, pretty early on, you have to do this, like, sniper battle. And that was really frustrating, because I don't have a fucking sniper rifle.
Well, that's a problem.
So I'm trying to, like, kill the sniper with, like, a submachine gun.
Yeah, no, like, they put you in a sniper battle and they don't give you a sniper rifle?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
what's the point of that?
Geez, in Metal Gear Solid, you get to that point where you have to have a sniper battle, and you have to run all the way back to, like, the tanker building to get a sniper rifle, then you run all the way back up so you can have your sniper battle.
I think with that, it's a bit more of a survival-oriented sort of thing, but then if they say they're going to give you a sniper battle, it's a case of you're battling a sniper, or you're literally a sniper battle, sniper to sniper.
It was sniper to sniper, but...
Yeah, so they don't call it a sniper, but it's like there's a person up on this walkway and they never come down and they just run back and forth and they shoot at you.
And you're there with your submachine gun...
Trying to kill this person, and I'm like, what the fuck do I do?
I question if, depending on how far away you were and depending on what your level was, I just would have been a case of he runs one particular way, throw a sticky bomb underneath the place he runs, and then just wait for him to come back.
But it's like if this giant, like, concrete walkway. You're not going to blow that thing up. And, like, you can throw the sticky bombs, but you can't throw them that far.
Okay, so it was a distance sort of issue.
Oh, yeah, because I just have that in my pocket. It's like, oh, here's some acid.
Pocket acid.
Pocket acid.
Just melt the concrete bar. No, I don't know.
Yeah, so, I mean, it was pretty fun, but I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it, I don't think.
Fair.
And I'm getting the Division 2 anyway, so. Because I got it for free with my graphics card.
Yes.
So, do either of you have anything to add?
Currently, no.
Okay. So, in that case, I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Justin.